on foot patrol. We expect large crowds with a good weather forecast. We hope everyone comes down, has a good time, and please thank the officers from both the City of Ottawa, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, and many surrounding communities that provide staff to help us make this a great, fun, and safe event.
Assistant Chief Adam Weingartner, he adds that they will also provide some services during registration tomorrow morning at Forest Park. A 10-year-old Missouri boy is recovering from what doctors are calling a miraculous survival. The boy was playing in his treehouse Saturday and was attacked by yellow jackets. In his panic, he fell from the treehouse and landed on a meat skewer that went literally through his head. The skewer went in under his eye and ran clear through front to back. The University of Kansas endovascular neurosurgery director Koji Irbasol says removing the skewer was not easy, but it missed his eye, brain, spinal cord, and major blood vessels. Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast. Tonight, clear, the low 67. Tomorrow, sunny with the high of 87. Tomorrow night, clear, the low 65. Sunday, sunny, the high 86. Your extended forecast. Sunday night, partly clear, the low 66. Monday, sunny with a high of 88. At the Ottawa Municipal Airport, wind is out of the south at 9, relative humidity 62%, barometric pressure is trending downward at 30 and 4/100ths of an inch of mercury, and it's mostly sunny and 88. I'm Sean Torres, KOFO News.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to the way we spend our Friday nights, under the lights, with high school football, coverage, and game broadcasts. Tonight, the Ottawa Cyclones are at Spring Hill on KOFO, and the West Franklin Falcons host the Northern Heights Wildcats in our Game of the Week online at KOFO.com. For a preview of high school football in East Central Kansas tonight, let's go under the lights. Here's KOFO's Bob Johnson.
Hello again, everybody. It is Bob Johnson as we get you ready for another Friday night of high school football here in the Franklin County KOFO listening area, and also outside of around the listening area, as we have a lot of games to cover for you here this evening. And as we're going to talk about here right now, we're going to be covering here on 1220 and 103.7 FM and KOFO.com, where there'll be a live stream on the internet. We'll have the broadcast of the Ottawa High Cyclones traveling to take on the Paola Panthers. The Cyclones right now are 0-2 on the year, and the Panthers 2-0. Gary Bateman's going to have that call, starting with the Super Stands cleaning service. Rob Hedrick pregame show at 6:40. Kickoff will follow at 7. Paola defeated the Cyclones last year 24-0. Cyclones' last victory against Paola was in 2016 when they beat the Panthers 38-7. Right now, Ottawa High really struggling on the season. Have had a rough start to go, especially offensively. And we will talk with Gary Bateman a little bit later on in about a little over 10 minutes, maybe closer to 15, about Ottawa High's game tonight with Paola. We'll get a little sneak peek under the covers, if you will, of the Rob Hedrick Super Stands cleaning service pregame show. As Gary also had a chance to talk with head coach Rob Hedrick leading into this ball game, so we'll get a little information, and then at 6:40 we'll transfer you over to Gary Bateman and the Super Stands cleaning service Rob Hedrick pregame show here on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com. Now, over on KOFO.com, the exclusive home of the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week will feature Burlington, the Wildcats, traveling to Wellsville to take on the Eagles. Wellsville comes into this game 2-0 on the season. Burlington is at 1-1. It is also homecoming evening for Wellsville, so we'll also provide you who picks up homecoming king and queen. So that a very exciting night in Wellsville tonight. Now, just like the Ottawa High game, we'll join Luke Queen at 6:40 for the Super Stands cleaning service pregame show. Kickoff will follow at 7 o'clock. Wellsville last year lost to Burlington 40-20. Wellsville, though, the previous season in 2016 did beat Burlington 35-7. So each team has a victory over each other over the last 2 years. Big game tonight for Wellsville as they look to continue to push towards sub-state and a possible state playoff berth as their season right now starting off 2-0. A lot of success, and they look to continue going in that direction tonight, and that will be your KOFO high school football game of the week on KOFO.com. Now, other games that we're going to provide updates on throughout the evening, they will include Baldwin on the road to Lewisburg. Lewisburg beat the Bulldogs of Baldwin 34-0. And Baldwin's last victory over Lewisburg was during the 2014 season when they won that game 20-19. Wabaunsee will be at Central Heights tonight. West Franklin will head over to Linden. Linden beat West Franklin last season 53-13, so West Franklin with a little bit of revenge on their mind, looking for a better performance this year than what happened last year. The last time the West Franklin Falcons beat Linden was 10 years ago when they won 28-27. So you got to go all the way back to that 2008 season when West Franklin picked up a victory over Linden. So that should be a fun game that we'll keep an eye on for you tonight. Santa Fe Trail will host Anderson County. Santa Fe Trail beat Anderson County last year 36-22, and the Anderson County Bulldogs, the last time they were victorious over Santa Fe Trail was 2015 when they beat the Chargers 22-20. So Anderson County looking to halt a skid of 3 games to Santa Fe Trail. They look to do that tonight on the road against the Chargers. Osawatomie will go to Parsons. Osage City will play at Council Grove, and Osage City beat Council Grove last year 34-17, and they look to pick up another victory here. Osage City has started the season very well. As a matter of fact, they have really a good start to the season for them, to be perfectly honest, and they look to push towards the themselves to sub-state and also state playoff action. Last week, when you take a look at what Osage City did, they beat Linden 41-0, and that was, I would say, a huge surprise in some instances, as Linden always a perennial power, but Osage City really took them to task last week. So they have a lot of momentum, do Osage City, and they look to keep it going here tonight against Council Grove. Meridazine Valley plays Burlingame. Last time they played was 2016 when Burlingame beat Meridazine Valley 62-14. Meridazine Valley lost to Lebo last week, so they look to try to get back on the winning side of the ledger. Spring Hill is at Bonner Springs. These two teams have not played each other since the 2013 season when Spring Hill defeated Bonner Springs by the score of 31-21, and that should be an interesting game, as neither team has seen each other in a few years. So we'll see what happens. And of course, last week, as you heard here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO, Spring Hill shut out Ottawa High 49-0. So Spring Hill riding high right now, but we'll have a tough task tonight against Bonner Springs. The other game that we will bring you updates on will be Colony Crest, and they will play Maranatha Christian Academy. And so that is those are the games we're going to keep an eye on for you. Now, Crest last week lost to Burlingame 66-0, so they look to try to right the ship here this week on the road against Maranatha. And we'll, as we mentioned, bring you updates on that one as the evening goes on. So that's a look at the ledger tonight that we're going to keep an eye on. And let's take a look at the weather this evening for the ball games. First, over in Paola, it's going to be mostly clear tonight. It's going to be a great night for football. Maybe a little humid out there. Right now it's 86 degrees over in Paola and humidity at about 61%. A little bit of a breeze, south wind at 8 miles per hour. But the temperature will continue to dip, especially once that sun goes down. So it should be a great night for football over there. And then, of course, the game of the week in Wellsville, it's also going to be a great night for football. 86 degrees there, 61% humidity is the same over there. and wind speed is out of the south at about 8. And again, the same thing, mostly clear tonight for the ball game, and the temperature will begin the dip, especially once the sun goes down, and should be into the 70s for most of that ball game. So a beautiful night for football around the area, as opposed to 1 week ago after some rain that had been around the area for a few days. So it should be a good night, and we're glad that you could join us here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO, KOFO.com. We have a lot of things to get to tonight. As we mentioned, we will talk with Gary Bateman. We will also talk with Luke Queen coming up in about 5 minutes or so, and get you sneak peeks into tonight's ball games with Ottawa High and also the KOFO Game of the Week. We also have some audio from area coaches going into tonight's ball games, so that should be a fun listen to see how everything is going to be going, what the plans are for Central Heights and West Franklin, and we will then get you ready for switching you over at about 6:40 to go to the Super Stands Cleaning Service pregame shows this evening. So, yeah, it's a full night of football here as we will keep you up to date on all the information, and we will provide as much information as possible so you know what to expect going into the ball games. Want to remind everybody that tomorrow night we'll have college football for you here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. The Ottawa University Braves 2-0 on the season. It's been a while since you could say that they have started the season with winning the first two. They're on the road and look to get some revenge against the Bethany Swedes tomorrow night. Bethany defeated Ottawa 30-21 in the game out in Lindsborg, and of course the Braves will travel out there again this year. Ottawa had a good start in the first half, but let it slip away as Jafar Thomas for the Bethany Swedes with over 180 yards rushing in that ball game, and most of those coming in the second half on some big runs. So the Ottawa University Braves will be looking to get things going in the right direction against Bethany and try to run their record to 3-0, and we'll have that for you. The Super Stands Cleaning Service Ottawa University Braves pregame show will be at 6. We'll have kickoff at 7, and we hope that you'll join us for that. So let's go ahead and get ready to take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we'll check in with Gary Bateman and Luke Queen, and we'll also check in with West Franklin and Central Heights and see what's going on. You're listening to Friday Night Lights here on 1220, 103.7 FM, KOFO, and KOFO.com.
Owning real estate, your own home, what a feeling, and an investment. You need to be 100% sure that property is yours. No claims, no faults, no restrictions. That's why finding the right title company could be the most important part of your home buying process. Your only locally owned abstract and title company in Franklin County is Croucher Abstract and Title. Located in the heart of downtown Ottawa, Rod Croucher and his staff will make sure your abstract and title needs are well taken care of. Stop in and see them today at 324 South Main or call 785-242-3281.
Trace Adkins is coming to Cornstalk at Lake Garnett Saturday, September 22nd. Trace Adkins, the How Did We Get Here Tour. With the Josh Abbott Band and Restless Hearts. Get the new album, Something's Going On, available now. Trace Adkins. Reserve tickets now for only $40 at cornstalk.net or ticketweb.com. Don't miss Trace Adkins Live.
Cornstalk 2018 made possible by East Kansas Agra Energy, Midland Genetics, Miller Hardware Milwaukee Tool, Auburn Pharmacy, Mid-America Fittings, TFM Communications, Anderson County Hospital, and KOFO.
Hi, everyone. This is Denny Matthews, the voice of the Royals, and you can hear Royals baseball all season on your source for information and entertainment in East Central Kansas, 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
You're listening to our Friday Night Lights preview of high school football in East Central Kansas. Here again, in studio, is Bob Johnson.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights here on 1220, 103.7 FM, KOFO, and KOFO.com as we get you ready for high school football week 3 tonight as we have Ottawa High taking on the Paola Panthers. You're going to hear it here on 1220, 103.7 FM, KOFO, and KOFO.com. Ottawa High is having a rough start to the year as they've only scored one touchdown so far on the season. And let's talk with Gary Bateman right now, who is over in Paola. So let's go ahead. Gary, welcome into Friday Night Lights. And it's been a rough start for Ottawa High, and the offense only one touchdown, and the defense has not done a good job. So coming into week 3, what do we expect?
Well, Bob, it's not going to be an easy task for the Cyclones tonight because you mentioned they've only scored the one touchdown. Paola has not allowed a point this season. They shut out Bonner Springs in the first week, 41-0, and then they shellacked Fort Scott, a very good football team, 42-0 last week. So if you look at those two scores and you kind of project that out tonight, it could be another long night for the Cyclones. But Rob Hedrick is he is upbeat, certainly, and we talked to him, and we'll hear that interview coming up in about 20 minutes or so here on KOFO. But he's still upbeat that the Cyclones are learning. They've got to avoid the turnovers, 9-2 ball games. They've also got to avoid the penalties. Paola will just run it right at you, and they will play very, very aggressive defense. And so the Cyclones know that. They know this football team really well, but that doesn't make the task any easier.
It seems like that the Ottawa High Cyclones offensive line has really had a tough task this year, keeping the quarterback on his feet. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, and actually in the Cyclones' defense, they've had a number of injuries, and a couple of guys are out tonight. Cameron Reynolds is still out. Also, Mason Swanson won't play here this evening. So, Coach Hedrick's had to kind of shift people around. And, when you're not particularly big to start with, it makes it really tough with that offensive line, and a lot of them don't have a great deal of experience at the varsity level.
Which then goes into how do you plan an offense knowing that you've got a line that, one, is not very big, and two, not very experienced. You're going to have to find a way to either get rid of the ball quickly or find a way to get a running back outside of the blocking areas. And
you know what the Cyclones really have not been able to do is to get their skill people who have speed, have some athleticism, get them the football in an area where they can do something with it. And I know that's a frustration for the coaching staff. And hopefully, the practice has been good this week, according to Coach Hedrick, and we'll see how it all plays out here tonight against a Paola team that's ranked number 5 in the state. But I got to tell you, Rob Hedrick thinks that they are maybe the best Paola team based on the film he's seen, and he's seen a lot of Paola football teams over the years.
So we will have Gary's talk with Rob Hedrick coming up here in about 17 minutes or so. And Gary, any other things you want to add in before we let you go?
Well, there's a brand new press box here at Paola, and it is really, really nice. We're certainly appreciative of that. They always took good care of us over here, but this is kind of a step above, and it's going to be kind of a nice atmosphere for the broadcaster tonight. And we always appreciate that.
I can tell you right now, as a broadcaster myself, a good press box always goes a long way.
That's certainly true, Bob.
Gary, thank you very much. Appreciate you joining us. We will we'll talk to you here in about 17 minutes, and we'll get you on the air.
Sounds good, Bob. Thanks.
All right, that's Gary Bateman joining us from Paola as we get ready now to shift our focus to Wellsville and the KOFO High School football game of the week As Wellsville is at home for homecoming, Burlington comes to town. We have Luke Queen joining us now. And Luke, welcome to Friday Night Lights.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
Wellsville has got a great start to the season, 2-0. They have a team that they lost to last year, 40-20. So I'm sure that they are more than ready to get out there tonight and try to make up for what happened 1 year ago.
Absolutely. I think, that was the opener last year for Wellsville, and they started out that 0-1 and then had to fight back and went on quite a run to, especially into the playoffs. And you never know, that one loss could have, if they turned it around and had a victory there, they could have been in a different seed and maybe made a little bit of a deeper run last year into the playoffs.
What has Wellsville got to do tonight here to come away with a victory against a tough Burlington team who comes in at 1-1 on the year?
Well, Burlington is a team that controls the ball in the running game. They just do not really throw the football at all. Just stick with the running game, averaging well over 200 yards a game on the ground and just about 30 through the air. So Wellsville's going to have to do a good job up front of really in the defensive line of keeping those gains short and making it kind of a 3-and-out type of a game for Burlington. And offensively, Wellsville's just going to do what they do. They do a good job of running the ball. And with senior quarterback Zach Vance, who's averaging almost 200 yards a game passing, just really use their offense to generate their points here this evening.
Well, and that makes every offensive possession for Wellsville important. If Burlington likes to run the ball, they're going to chew up some clock. So Wellsville's going to have to take every offensive possession and try to do something with it.
Absolutely, Bob. They're really going to have to stay true to their offense. They mix it up well with the run and the pass. And another thing, having good skill position players that are upperclassmen and that have played in big game situations over the past couple of years, even as sophomores and juniors, with some playoff experience and big game experience.
All right, Luke, have a good call tonight. We will talk to you here in about 14 minutes, and you'll be on the air for the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show.
Thanks for having me, Bob. Have a good evening.
Hey, thank you, Luke. So Luke, again, will be with the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week that you'll hear exclusively here on KOFO.com, Wellsville and Burlington. Sam White has had a chance this week to catch up with high school coaches, and let's go ahead and go to the audio here real quick with Sam.
I'm Sam White with the Friday Night's Lights pregame show, and joining me now is West Franklin's coach, Coach Einspar. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good this afternoon. Thank you for calling.
So y'all are playing Linden here. Both of you come in this game 1-1, and you're on the road. What are kind of the expectations here for the third game of the season going on the road?
Well, we hope by the third game of the year we iron out some of the details and are able to execute some of the game mistakes that we made the last 2 weeks. We want to make sure that we continue with the momentum and the enthusiasm and the energy that we've had the last 2 weeks, and just propel that into to another road game this week.
Y'all are playing a tougher opponent this evening is Linden. If you've seen anything different about them that may spark different keys to victory than the normal ones?
Well, they lost, Dex Swinehart, who was one heck of a ball player, but they still have, a club full of good kids. They're a little bit younger than normal, but they play hard. They play tough. Schematic-wise, they're really the same as they were a year ago. We just have to be able to block and tackle, and put ourselves in position to be successful.
Well, again, Coach, let me be one of the first to say good luck tonight, and I'm Sam White for the Friday Night's Light pregame show, KOFO Sports.
And now Sam also had a chance to talk with Central Heights head coach as they get ready for their game tonight, since Central Heights will be taking on Wabaunsee. So let's go to that audio.
Sam White with the Friday Night's Lights pregame show, and joining me now is Coach Risch from Central Heights. Good evening, Coach.
Good evening. How are you?
Good. I'll start out here with the season is still very young. Both you and Wabunsie are looking to get on the win columns here. What are some major keys you'd like to see for a victory tonight?
We need to start moving the ball a little better. We had a great week of practice. The kids have really worked hard in preparation for this week. We were able to score a couple touchdowns last week, which I think really gave us a little bit of confidence going into our preparation this week, and just continue to kind of build off of that as we go into tonight's game.
Finally, your senior quarterback, Beers, has thrown the ball for just shy of 400 yards through the air in just 2 games, and that's in an era where in high school now it's just prominently running. It must feel pretty special for not only you as a coaching staff, but for the rest of the guys to see that he is able to spread the ball the way he is.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job, and along with that is not just with him. It's our offensive line and running backs, pass protecting, from giving a little bit of time to get rid of the ball, and then wide receivers doing a great job running routes, getting open. So even though that's kind of an individual stat, all of us on the team kind of see that as a group effort, all the team coming together to allow that to be the case. Yeah,
it's a confidence builder, I'm sure, to just be able to see the whole team interacting in such a way that they have a common goal to succeed, and they're showing that on the field.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you, Coach, and let me be the first to say good luck tonight, and go Vikings.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Want to say thank you to Sam for grabbing that audio for us here for Friday Night Lights. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up and get you ready to go out to Paola and to Wellsville for tonight's games. But first, a quick break. You're listening to Friday Night Lights on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Message and data rates may apply.
If you're considering going back to school, ask yourself the following questions. Do you need the flexibility to take classes on your schedule? Do you have college credits you need transferred? Do you want to earn a quality degree from a world-renowned university? If you answered yes to any of these questions, Arizona State University is the perfect school for you. Arizona State University offers over 150 highly ranked degree programs 100% online. You'll learn the same degree as you would on campus from wherever you are on your schedule. Plus, ASU Online accepts most transfer credits. For information, text GET to 35517. Learn for yourself why the Wall Street Journal ranks ASU 5th in the nation for producing the best qualified graduates, and why 87% of ASU grads are recruited within 90 days of graduation. Learn to grow, learn to succeed, and learn to thrive at Arizona State University. To learn more about ASU Online degrees, text GET to 35517. That's GET to 35517.
My heart skips skipping the beat. You're not close enough, so that space between you and me, let's lose it. The way you're dancing, swaying to the music, girl, that body and how you move it. Every time you cross my mind, girl, I lose it.
Alexa, play the Country Heat playlist. Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
You're listening to our Friday Night Lights preview of high school football in East Central Kansas. Here again in studio is Bob Johnson.
And welcome back to Friday Night Lights as we get you ready for the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame shows coming up here in just about 7 minutes. Again, a reminder, if you're listening to us on 1220 and 103.7 FM, you will be taken to Gary Bateman and in Paola, where Paola and Ottawa High will be playing each other. If you're listening to us on the Game of the Week link on KOFO.com, you'll go out to Luke Queen as Burlington will take on Wellsville. And again, it's homecoming night for Wellsville, so we'll keep that. We'll make sure to also bring you who the homecoming king and queen is for this evening. So those are the 2 games we're covering for you live here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. Want to remind you, stick around after the ball games. We will have the the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show, which will be hosted by Nick Gosnell, and that will be at straight up 10 o'clock tonight here on 1220 103.7 FM KOFO. You'll have updates from all around the state of Kansas for this week 3 of high school football. So that's 10 o'clock tonight with Nick Gosnell and the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show. And then also tomorrow we'll continue with our football weekend. 6 o'clock for the Superstands Cleaning Service Ottawa University Braves pregame show. And then at 7 o'clock we'll have the kick as Ottawa University will travel out to Lindsborg to take on Bethany College in a KCAC matchup. The Braves look to go 3-0 in the KCAC and maybe try to start turning the heads of some voters in the top 25 after right now with their first 2 victories of the year. And if they pick up a third, might be able to see them start to receive some votes in that NAIA top 25. So as we were able to hear with Gary, Ottawa High looking to try to turn things around tonight. Just 1 touchdown scored offensively on the year. They've got to find a way to get that offense going, but they have some injuries, they have some youth, and so they're going to have a tough time against a Paola team who has not allowed a touchdown so far this year. 1 week ago, Paola won their football game, or excuse me, they have given up a touchdown. It was just to Baldwin. 44-7 was last week's score, and then the previous week, Paola shut out Bonner Springs 41-0. So you look at the points scored by Paola; they have got a very, very stout offense, and so the Cyclones have got to find a way to. You got to look to slow it down. You've got an offense that's been as prolific as what Paola has been these first 2 weeks of the season. You know you're not going to be able to completely stop it, but you've got to find a way to slow it down. But the key part is for Ottawa High to get their offense going here this evening, and it's going to have a tall task to do that in Paola. And, of course, Wellsville, as we mentioned, 2-0 on the year, looking to revenge their loss last year to Burlington. Wellsville fell 40-20 in that game 1 year ago, and they need to. They're looking to revenge that loss and go to 3-0 on the year. And you heard Luke Queen say that loss really could have been last year could have been the difference in seeding when it came to state playoff time for Wellsville. So when it comes to the high school playoffs here in the state of Kansas, every game matters. You've got to try to finish with the best record possible so you can get the highest seed possible in your bracket for the state playoffs. So we will have those games for you tonight. We'll be following many other games throughout the area, and we appreciate you joining us here for the Friday Night Lights pregame show, as that's going to pretty much get ready to wrap it up for us here tonight. We appreciate it again for listening, and as we get you up to date on the high school football action going on throughout the KOFO listening area. And now we'll wrap this one up. We'll be back a week from tonight for week 4 of the Kansas high school football season, and we'll do it once again, getting you up to date with the games we'll be trying to cover throughout the night, and also set the table for the Ottawa High game and also the KOFO high school football game of the week. So I want to say thanks to Lars Johnson running the board for me here this evening. I want to say thanks to Sam White for grabbing audio this week to getting us up to date for Central Heights and West Franklin. I'm Bob Johnson. I'll talk to you tomorrow night from Lindsborg, but thanks for joining us for the Friday Night Lights pregame show.
Thank you for listening to the Friday Night Lights High School Football Preview Show. Stand by for your Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show on KOFO and your Game of the Week pregame show online at KOFO.com. Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO, 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Game of the Week football broadcast and the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show, heard exclusively online at KOFO.com. Make Superstands your cleaning man for carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile. Call Superstands Cleaning Service for a free estimate today at 418-2463. Now, for a preview of tonight's game, here's Luke Queen.
And good evening, everyone, from Paola High School. Another night of Frontier League football action between the Ottawa Cyclones tonight and the Paola Panthers. Panthers come into tonight's play at 2-0, having shut out both Bonner Springs and Fort Scott. Cyclones, after losing last week to Spring Hill 49-0, come in tonight 0-2 on the season. We welcome you to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show, and a complete polar opposite of the weather that we had last week. Last week, of course, the drizzle that was part of that front that moved through, and we had that all game long. Tonight, the sun goes down, we've got sunny skies, and really not a cloud in the sky overhead, and we expect a good evening for football here. We'll take a break right here, come back and have our weekly chat with Ottawa High School head football coach Rob Hedrick. You're listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Superstand be your cleaning man. Superstand's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Money. Who doesn't love money? You want some? Then enter to win the KOFO Bank Midwest Count the Cash Contest. We're giving away $1,037 in cold, hard cash. And all you have to do is guess how much money is in the KOFO Bank Midwest Cash Cube. Money! Be the closest to the total cash in the cube, and you win $1,037 to be exact. Wait, here's the best part. Nail the actual amount of the cash and coin in the cube, and Bank Midwest will throw in another $1,037. Half to you, and half to the charity of your choice in Franklin County. Tune in to KOFO for Cash Cube sponsor locations. Register one time at each location during every live remote broadcast, or stop by Bank Midwest anytime. Make your guess and win lots of money. Count the Cash. Brought to you by Trio, Brown Shoe Fit, Gun Guys, Car Star, 7 Seaters, Furniture Loft, Bank Midwest, and KOFO.
And welcome now to the Rob Hedrick Show here on our Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show. Coach, last week the Cyclones went to Spring Hill on a drizzly night. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. And played tough with Spring Hill for a quarter, and then the Broncos kind of took over there and went on to the 49-0 victory.
Yeah, it really just comes down to the offense being we have a terrible word. Our offense is terrible right now. There's really no other way to put it. Defense played pretty solid for the most part. But our offense, until we can start running the ball, I'm afraid we're in for some more of these types of scores, and that's it. I mean, that's the easiest way to put it, and I think it's obvious if you watch us play. Our defense is doing well, but our offense is just incapable of moving the ball right now.
Well, it puts so much more pressure on the defense too, and that was evident in the second half. I mean, defense really kind of wore down after a while.
They really did. They forced some turnovers there in the first half and did a nice job, and they're playing hard, and the kids are all playing hard. When you become one-dimensional, when your opponent knows you can't run the ball, you become a even more easy team to defend, and so that is what we're working on. We're trying to fix our run game. We're trying to fix our offense, and until we can get that done, we're going to struggle.
Spring Hill had a nice game from their junior running back Zaid Barker, and he's kind of a difficult guy to bring down. It's kind of low to the ground in a way, and it's still got that scat back speed.
He ran very, very hard. He hit the hole hard, and he never. It was hard to bring him down one-on-one, and once Spring Hill kind of expose some things that they could take advantage of. They kept taking advantage of it and taking advantage of it. And they kept hitting us hard with that inside trap, and we weren't very good at stopping it. So, that was a big point of emphasis with the defensive coaches this week. But that kid runs the ball very hard. He's a good running back for sure.
The penalty situation was much better last week, but a couple of times, they got extra downs based on jumping off sides and things like that, and that's just got to drive you crazy as a coach.
It really does. It really does. And, we work on it a lot. The young men know, and they knew in that situation, one of the situations where it was, it's 4th and short or 3rd and short, everyone's yelling, watch the ball. But it happens. They're hyped up. They're they want to go make plays, and they just got to play a little bit more discipline in that situation, and they will. I have confidence that they will. So, that was pretty frustrating.
Right. Turnovers, you had 4 on the night, but a lot of those came late.
Yeah, and, honestly, we were going for it. And then that's how that score got so out of hand, is when we were going for it, giving the defense more short fields, because we were going for it on 4th down, when I just didn't feel that we were going to get anything out of our punt team and punting the ball. So I figured we'd try to convert that 4th down and keep the ball. And, obviously we weren't able to do that, and that's how that score kind of got out of hand, and the turnovers and so forth. So I know 49-0, a loss is a loss too, is kind of my mindset on those. If we don't convert a 4th down and give them a short field and they score again, it's a loss is a loss. So
Right. And it goes back to once again being able to move the football.
Exactly.
We'll take a break right here, come back and talk about this week's opponent, the Paola Panthers. You're listening to the Rob Hedrick Show, part of our Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When a pitcher is spent, his manager gets him out of the game before he gets in a bad spot. When your carpet is spent, do you get it out of the game before any more bad spots show up? Bring in the reliever, Superstands Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's years of experience at treating, cleaning, and maintaining your carpet can get it out of a spot and keep it in the game for many more innings. Years ahead. Call Superstan for a free estimate today. 418-2463. Make Stan your cleaning man. Call Superstan's Cleaning Service today. 418-2463. KOFO is your home for Kansas City Royals baseball in East Central Kansas. Whether it's at the K or on the road, you can hear all the action in 2018 on 103.7 FM and 1220. Brought to you by our title sponsor, State Farm Insurance Agent Ryan Dispro in Garnett, and our many game sponsors who make the broadcast possible. We encourage you to visit these fine merchants who know what it means to be raised royal. Your sports source and home of the Kansas City Royals in East Central Kansas is KOFO.
Back here on our weekly conversation with Coach Rob Hedrick of the Cyclones. Tonight doesn't get any easier. In fact, a lot tougher probably. The Paola Panthers have been very strong in their 2 opening victories against Bonner Springs on week 1, and then just a shellacking of Fort Scott last Friday night. Did that surprise you, the final on that game?
To see how, when you watch the film and see how they completely dominated the game, that's both games. And then Fort Scott, who has a good team as always. I'll give credit to Paola and their staff. This is one of the best looking teams I'm seeing coming from the Paola Panthers. The movement that they're getting with their offensive line, the push they're getting is very impressive. Defensively, they're flying all over the place. Like I said, they haven't allowed a score, and they played 2 pretty good teams. So I know the folks in Paola and Coach Dumpert and his staff have to be pretty excited about the squad they have this year, because they look pretty good on film.
What types of defense will you see against them tonight?
4-man front, basic 4-4, and that's it. That's about little 4-3, little 4-4, and they don't change it up much. I mean, you'll see some, they'll play some 3rd down situations a little bit different. They'll blitz a little bit, but not a lot. They just line up and try to dominate you physically at each position, let the D linemen control the O-line, and let their linebackers fly and make the play.
Now, offensively, I've watched Paola for I don't know how many years now, and you don't see a lot of change on that from year to year either.
No, exact same thing, and they look good. They look really good. I mentioned before, the push they're getting with their O-line is very impressive. So they're just lining up and running the ball down people's throats, and it's going to be a really tough task for our defense, for our team. We've been able to play them. Even when we were struggling last year a little bit, defense rose up to the occasion and did a great job. Holding them to 20 points, 21 points. We're going to have that kind of performance against them tonight as well.
Will you try to put 8-9 guys in the box against them?
Very aggressive. Yeah, you got to. You have to try to make them choose between run and pass. And obviously, Paola's they're going to choose run, and they have not thrown the ball much this year, hardly at all. They haven't had to. They're just moving the ball steady. So we're going to have to bring a lot of pressure, and the D-line's going to have a very solid game, and if we can get a few turnovers from them, obviously that'd help our cause a great deal.
Heading into this game, what's the injury situation look like? Had a couple people went out for periods of time last Friday night.
We're pretty banged up. We got Cameron Reynolds is still out. Hopefully we get him back next week. Gabe Setters is out with a concussion. I don't know if you got to see that hit last, if you could tell.
Yes.
That was a vicious hit. So he's actually doing really good, but he'll be out this week with a concussion. Mason Swanson tore his MCL or a partial tear, so he's out. And then Michael Pickering is also out with a concussion. So, we got a few kids on the sideline.
There's so much work these days on trying to prevent those concussions, but it's still a violent game, and it's just going to happen sometimes, isn't it?
It's a very violent game, but the hit that Gabe took was, it was. I don't want to come off. It was just it was a dangerous hit, and those are the kind of hits that every level of the game is trying to eliminate, and it still happened. But that was a tough hit, and then Michael and Cameron's concussions, they both took part on the line of scrimmage. O&D linemen just banging heads and going at it. Yeah. So both considered mild concussions, but we're hoping to get them back soon.
Of course, you're certainly wanting a win here this evening, but what types of things do you want to see as far as progress for the Cyclones tonight?
Improvement. We just have to improve. Honestly, we had a great week of practice. The kids are still working so hard. With our own line situation, we've had to move some kids around a little bit. We're gonna try some kids at new positions. We actually moved Ethan Jansen, who's our starting DN. We've been working him at tight end, but he's such a good athlete. He's gonna get the start at guard. So he's never played that position, but he's such a strong, physical kid and smart kid. He's going to get in there and get a shot. We're just going to look for improvement, physicality on the offensive line, some kind of sustained offense. Just really offensively, we want to see little improvements in every area. Blocking assignments, going to the right place at a higher percentage. In defense, again, just playing our position right, our position techniques the correct way, the way we want the kids to play. That's what we're looking for.
Okay, Coach, thanks for talking with us, and we'll talk with you next week.
All right, thanks very much.
We'll have more from Paola after this timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Darren College, a former NFL Super Bowl champion, signed the most important contract of his life to serve in the Army National Guard.
I've had a lot of military in my family. It's a big part of what my family's done for a long time. I want to go out there and make a difference. I didn't find that working behind a desk, so for me it was a pretty easy decision to make. And then the opportunity to serve my community and serve my country was just icing on the cake.
To learn how to be part of the Army National Guard, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Thank you for listening to the Superstand's Cleaning Service Rob Hedrick pregame show. Stand by. Kickoff for Cyclone football is next.
Let's see. That big yellow spot came from an ice cream cone. The brown spot was from a super hot cup of coffee. And that purpley blue gray shadow over there, well, I just couldn't didn't say.
If you have troublesome carpet spots, spills, and stains, stop and call Super Stan, your cleaning man. Call 418-2463 for your free estimate. Eliminate spots, spills, stains, and purpley blue-gray shadows from your carpets. Super Stan's Cleaning Service, 418-2463.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone football on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, Modern Woodman Agent Dale Pearson, Ottawa University, and by Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Super Stan's Cleaning Service, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank, Costantino's Price Chopper. Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO is also brought to you by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Adamson Brothers, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Arvest Bank, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and by Leon's, the Ottawa Herald, Bank Midwest, the City of Ottawa, State Farm Agent Keith King, also by Ottawa Family Physicians, Bones Transportation, Ottawa High School, and Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Now let's return to the field and KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman for Ottawa Cyclone football.
To Panther Stadium as we get set for football action tonight between the Cyclones and the Paola Panthers. As we mentioned, Paola, a couple of shutout wins. They blanked Bonner Springs in week 1 and then really showed off a lot last week in shutting out Bonner Springs 42-0. It was Seth Richmond who had the big game for them. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground, also returned an interception for a score as well. And the Panthers just having their way with a good Fort Scott team. And so the Cyclones coming to tonight's action following their loss to Spring Hill 49-0 and kind of licking their wounds, as Coach Rob Hedrick had mentioned. Cyclones are banged up. They're missing a number of guys on that offensive line, including a couple of guys that had been starting. Cameron Reynolds is out. Mason Swanson's also out this week, and several others as well. So the line is depleted, and that has been kind of the Cyclones' problem area, at least one of the problem areas so far this year. So it'll be interesting to see how they shore up that part of their offense and their defense here against the Panthers this evening. Other games tonight, it's 0-2 Central Heights hosting 0-2 Wabunsee. One of those two teams will get their first victory this evening. In a game, as you can hear at KOFO.com, the Wellsville Eagles are hosting Burlington for homecoming. In fact, we just had a tweet on the homecoming royalty there, and it was Jackson Dwyer and Paige McDaniel were the king and queen for Wellsville. But that game with Luke Queen is on KOFO.com this evening. Wellsville looking to keep their record perfect, taking on Burlington. Buzzards Bowl at Linden tonight has West Franklin and Linden squaring off. Both teams are 1-1. Falcons got their first win last week against Northern Heights, while Linden fell to Osage City. 1-1 Baldwin on the road tonight at 2-0 Lewisburg. 2-0 Burlingame is hosting Meridazine Valley. The Osage City Indians are 2-0. They are at Council Grove tonight. Braves are 1-1. Osawatomie on the road. They will take on Parsons tonight. The Vikings are 2-0, while the Trojans 0-2. Piper Pirates are 2-0, and they are on the road tonight at Atchison. Redmond are 1-1. Anderson County looking for its first win. They're on the road this evening at Santa Fe Trail. Trail is 1-1, coming back from an opening weekend loss. Spring Hill also 1-1 on the season, and they're at 1-1 Bonner Springs. That one should be a good one up in Kansas City tonight. And Tonganoxie at Eudora in a rivalry game there. Both teams coming into tonight's play with a record of 0-2. We're going to take a 1-minute break, have the opening kickoff for you. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
With the perfect Vera Bradley purse, anything is possible. Now you can discover a variety of fabrications, streetwise silhouettes, beautiful jewelry, luggage, and accessories at Sutton's Jewelry. You'll find newly released designer and functional bags with fashionable and seasonal designs. Get excited about the new line of KU and K-State patterns. Vera Bradley is a leader in the latest trending handbags, luggage, and jewelry with styles that are sure to make a fashion statement. Sutton's Jewelry and Vera Bradley. Find them at 207 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa High School. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Cyclones have won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half, so Paola will receive the opening kickoff, move left to right as we see it here at Paola High School. Don't forget tonight at 10 o'clock, it's the high school football scoreboard show with Nick Gosnell. And tomorrow evening, Ottawa University Braves football. Braves will be at Bethany trying to pick up their third win on the season. Game will get underway at 7 pregame on KOFO with Bob Johnson is at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Next Friday night, Ottawa will be at home. They'll take on Chanute. Blue Comets will come to town for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Friday Night Lights at 6. And the Rob Hedrick show, part of our Superstands Cleaning Service pregame, will get underway at 6:40. Panthers just now making it on to the field in the opening kickoff will be received by Paola after Ottawa deferred their option. And we'll still have to remove the band and the cheerleaders, or we'll be able to get started with the football here tonight. Just a perfect night for football. A little bit on the warm side, but certainly not bad. No wind to speak of, so that won't affect anything. Artificial surface here at Panther Stadium. And as I mentioned when I talked to Bob Johnson earlier, this is a brand new press box here in Paola, and certainly very nice. And we thank the Panther athletic staff for making us very comfortable here this evening. Chad Bones will tee it up for the Cyclones. Dropping back deep for the Panthers will be Connor Haas. And he'll be flanked by Garrett Williams and Evan Phillips. Tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Bones Transportation. Once again, Bones Transportation is bringing you the Cyclone kickoff. Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. Paul Bones and all of the employees at Bones Transportation wish all of the Cyclone sports teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. Kick is away, and it'll push Haas back to the 3-yard line. He's across the 20, hit by Gabriel Bueno, and dropped at about the 23. That was a nice open field tackle there by Bueno, and the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. And let's see, they're going to spot it at the 24-yard line. Quarterback will be Seth Richmond. He is a senior. Richmond will be under center. See who the running back is. Looks like it's Phillips, but I'm not certain. Got his hands in front of his numeral. And Paola is going to have to burn a timeout as the play clock was down to just about nothing. And so we'll have a quick timeout here with 11:56 to play in the first period. We'll keep it right here. There was some miscommunication for the Panthers. as they got to the line. They'll be in a tight formation, tight ends each side. And once again, I'll have to try to get that number of that running back behind Richmond. Here we go. Man in motion left. Handoff off the left guard. And across the 30 and very near first down yardage goes the running back, and that is Brendan Olmeyer. And already an injured Cyclone on the field. That is Peyton Lee down. He's back at the 25-yard line, so after one play already somebody's shaken up. Now this would be another one of those situations tonight where you could have some leg cramps with the warmer weather. Both teams going to the sideline. We'll take a 30-second break right here. 0-0, the score just underway here. This is Cyclone football on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
No matter the brand, Adamson Brothers can prepare your AC for the hot summer months ahead. Call them today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Lee will lead the field under his own power. Looks to be all right. Second down at 1 for the Panthers at the Paola 33-yard line. Olmeyer again is the running back. This time, wide receiver split each side. To throw Richmond. Straight drop, throws deep down the field and overthrows his intended receiver. That ball was intended for Carter Holub. And it'll be third down at 1. Atchison has scored early. They lead Piper tonight 6-0. Panthers up the line quickly. Quarterback sneak, and Richmond has the first down across the 38-yard line near the 39. Paola went on the quick count that time, and Richmond picks up 5 yards in the first down. No huddle. Tight formation, man in motion right. Pitch back goes to the wing back, and he is dropped for no gain. In fact, maybe a yard loss. That is Evan Phillips. It'll be a loss of 1, second down 11. Cyclones with good pursuit that time on the reverse. Chase Robbins splits far left. Richmond looking over to the sideline for the play call as Paola once again going without a huddle. 9 men in the box for the Cyclones. 4 linemen, 5 linebackers. Handoff goes to Olmeyer. He's hit at the 39, falls forward to the 40. Chad Bones made the tackle. Dadrian Aho made the tackle. Pick up on the play of 3 yards, third down and 8 for Paola. Again, Robbins will split far side of the field. And when Duarte is on him, and the Cyclones jumped offside. And this has been a consistent problem for Ottawa High. And by week 3, it should not be happening. So now, instead of a 3rd and 8, it's 3rd and 3. Richmond under center. Olmeyer behind him. Formation is strong left. Pitch to Olmeyer. Gets around the corner, 50, and breaks into the open. He'll go all the way. Check that. That's not Olmeyer. That is Klein, I believe. Yes, touchdown, Paola. Check that, Evan Phillips. So Phillips turned on the afterburners after getting around the corner, and he goes 54 yards for the score. Ryan Wilkich in to try the extra point. Holding is Richmond. Ball's down, and Wilkich's kick is good. There's timeout on the field, 9:41 to play in the first period. Paola 7 and Ottawa nothing. Kickoff comes your way in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Panthers driving 76 yards on their opening possession. They score on a 54-yard run by Evan Phillips. Big play really may have been the offsides penalty. It may have forced Paola, had they not jumped off sides, to do something different offensively. Instead, they had the 3rd and 3, went with the sweep, and Phillips took it to the house. Dropping back deep for Ottawa High will be Xavier Mbithe and also Brendan Carlson. Brian Wilkich does the placement duties for Paola. Deep kick will force Mbithe to the 3. He's to the 15, looking for a hole, gets it across the 20-yard line and stopped really right there at the 20, and that's where the Cyclones will set up shop. Cyclones will have Caleb Kessinger starting at quarterback here tonight. Ottawa comes up with twin receivers right and a single man left. Kessinger out of the shotgun. And rolling to throw, Kessinger throws down the middle, a pass incomplete. Not sure if he was intending that pass for Mbithe or Bones. Kind of fell in between the two of them. It'll be 2nd down and 10. If you're just joining us, Paola is scoring on its opening drive. Taking about 2 minutes to do so. Carlson comes in with the play call. He comes this direction as a receiver. Bueno and Mbithe are split right. 4-man front for Paola. And a handoff this time to White, and White gets a couple out to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long for the Cyclones. Cyclones need to attain the 30-yard line. Lewisburg has scored against Baldwin. They lead the Bulldogs 7-0. Kessinger on 3rd and 8. And keeps it himself and be smothered in the backfield. That play had nowhere to go. And a loss of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Anderson County has taken the lead on Santa Fe Trail, 7-0. And Wellsville's jumped out in front of Burlington, 6-0. Kessinger in punt formation. Richmond is back deep. Kicks away. Wobbly kick. And fair caught at the Cyclone 39-yard line. And the Paola will have excellent field position following a 22-yard punt. West Franklin's jumped out on top of Linden. Oyens with a 76-yard run. And the Falcons lead the Tigers 6-0. Paola comes up on 1st and 10. And in motion right. Handoff straight up the middle. That is Gavin Stark on the carry. He gains 4 on the play inside the Cyclone 35. Paola will rotate running backs in and out throughout the night. On second down, it's a quarterback sneak, and Richmond on the carry. He gets it down to the 30 for a gain of about 5. And it'll be a 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Panthers. Richmond under center. Pitch back goes, and around the corner goes Robbins. And check that, I'm sorry, that is Haas, and he's into the open. Touchdown, Panthers. Connor Haas, basically the same play they scored the last time, but it went right instead of left. And he wasn't touched. A 30-yard touchdown run to make it 13-0. So Lukic will try to add the extra point. And the kick is good. 7:16 to play first period. Paola on top 14-0. Kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. Ottawa High School staff and faculty, along with the administration of USD 290, are proud of their student athletes, not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck, and go Cyclones.
Paola with a couple of quick scorers. They lead it 14-0, and they'll get set to kick it off. And Bethay back deep with Carlson. Lukic tees it up. Field now almost completely in shadows. Short kick near side this time, and Bethay will pick it up on a bounce at the 13. And look like a block in the back, but it looks like there's no flag on the play as Bethay gets it out to around the 25 before he's brought down. So Jackson Allen now will be in at quarterback. Ottawa has one receiver in this set. In motion, Dadrian Aho. He'll get the carry, tries to turn the corner, and might have got a half yard. Well, that's a different play. We've not seen that one so far this season. Jet sweep that time with Aho. Bones rings the play call in. He splits left as a receiver. Second down, long 9 for Ottawa. In motion, Bethay. He'll get the carry, and he'll be hit in the backfield and drop for a loss. That is Kip Rogers making the tackle. Loss of about 5, 3rd and 14 for the Cyclones. 6:12 to play first period. Panthers on top 14-0. And Cyclones short a player. Play clock's down to 2. And now they'll burn a timeout. Timeout comes with 5:52 to play first period. Paola 14, Ottawa nothing. Back after this 30-second break. This is Cyclone football on KOFO.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
People in the United States will suffer at least 1 or 2 episodes of debilitating back pain in their life. You know, we see an epidemic in prescription medication abuse and overdose. Chiropractic is a natural, hands-on, patient-centered health care treatment for low back pain, for neck pain, for mid-back pain. We're an alternative to having to take medications. We're an alternative to having to have surgery.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100.
Score updates for you. Central Heights has taken a 6-0 lead on Wabaunsee. Also, Eudora leads Tonganoxie 6-0. Piper scored. They lead Atchison now 8-6. Third down 14 for the Cyclones. Twin receivers each side. Allen, straight drop. Pass out in the flat to the running back, White, and White will lose yardage about a yard back at the 20-yard line. Paola defended that well. So fourth down. And Kessinger back in punt formation, standing inside his own 10. Richmond at the Cyclone 47-yard line. Rushes on, kicks away, line drive kick. Richmond fields at the 45, bobbles for a moment, but gets it back. Gets it down to about the 40 before he's tackled by Duarte. So Paola once again with good field position. 25-yard kick with a 3-yard return, they'll say. They'll mark it at the 42. Panthers will come up. Like Joshua Klein, the running back this time, or is it no? It must be Olmeyer. Throwing is Richmond. He's got a man wide open, and the pass is caught by Phillips, and he waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Nine in the box for the Cyclones, and Paola made them pay. Phillips caught the pass in stride, and it's 20-0 with Wilcutt to try to add the extra point. And his kick is true. 5:01 to play in the first. Paola now leads Ottawa 21-0, and will have the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High football on KOFO.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone Athletics. They wish the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
One play, 42 yards from the Panthers. Perfectly thrown pass from Richmond to Phillips. Phillips' second score on the night. And the Panthers now lead at 21-0. West Franklin has scored again. Their lead on Linden is 12-0 over at Linden this evening. Again, it'll be, this time it looks like it's Bones and Carlson back deep. Bethe was shaken up on one of those plays in the last series for the Cyclones. Another short kick. Bones will field at the 16. Has a head of steam, gets it across the 25 and out to the 27, maybe the 28. They will spot him at the 28, 1st and 10 for Ottawa. Cyclone offense again struggling to get anything going. Game just a little over 7 minutes old, and the Panthers already up 3 scores. Carlson left, Tripp receivers right. White behind Allen in the backfield, and Paola got back. They didn't jump across the line. Handoff goes to White, who fights forward for about a yard. Second down 9 for the Cyclones. Ottawa comes out of the huddle. Carlson splitting left, and again, trip receivers right. And Ottawa's going to be penalized. They had an illegal substitution. Too many men in the huddle. One of them went to the sideline, and that's a dead giveaway that something's amiss. So instead of 2nd and 9, it'll be 2nd and 14. Lewisburg now leads Baldwin tonight 14-0 at Lewisburg. White off the right tackle. He gets it across the 25 for a gain of a couple. And Ottawa faces a 3rd down 13. .342 to play first period. Paola leads Ottawa 21-0. Cyclones 3rd and 13. Option right. Allen looks to keep. Sets it up. Picks up yardage to the 30. A gain of 4. Far short of the first down. It'll be a punting situation. Olmeyer made the tackle on that last play. Kessinger to punt it once again. Like Paola maybe setting up a return this time. Good snap. They just about blocked it. The punt went straight up in the air. And it'll be down at the 40-yard line. Ottawa should have let it roll, but instead Nicholas Reimer just grabbed it. Looked like it was going to take another Cyclone bounce. And for the 3rd consecutive possession, Paola has a first down to start a drive inside the Cyclone 45. Already leading 21-0. Burlington has tied up Wellsville 6-6 at Wellsville this evening. This time I formation in the backfield behind Richmond. Keeping is Richmond off the right side, picks up a couple to the 38. Aho in on the tackle along with Lee. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7. And the play calls on placards on the Paola sideline. Hand off to the deep back, breaking a tackle, breaking into the open, and getting down to around the 23-yard line goes Garrett Williams. Bones made the stop, but not before the first down at the 24. Starks in the backfield now. Reverse handoff. And that'll be Garrett Williams, and he is smacked. First man to hit him was Jordan Watson, also help coming from the weak side from Elias White. Pickup of 3 on the play to the 21, 2nd down 7. One receiver this side. That's Corbin Gant. They clock down to 3. Inside handoff to Stark. Hit as he crosses the 20. He gets to about the 18 before he's pushed back. It was Watson and Aho on the stop. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers as the clock now inside a minute to go in the first. Paola leads Ottawa 21-0. high school football scoreboard show tonight at 10 o'clock. On third down, fumbled snap. Richmond will fall on it, but no gain on the play. It'll be a fourth down situation, and the field goal unit will come on. So Wokich will try a 36-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Richmond will hold. Ball's down. Wokich's kick is good. Wokich from 36 yards out, and the Panthers add to their lead. It's 24-0, and we'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Wokich hits from 36 yards out to make the score 24-0. As we have 9 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Tomorrow evening, it's Ottawa University football. Braves taking on the Bethany Swedes from Lindsborg. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff and a 6 o'clock pregame show here on KOFO. Carlson and Bones will be back deep. Maybe, I think that's Aho instead of Bones on the far side. Line drive kick, and that will go into the end zone for a touchback. So time for one more play here in the first period. Ottawa will start from their own 20. Twin receivers to each side of the field. And a botch play in the backfield. The handoff was to Carlson, and Carlson made it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And that's going to end the first quarter of play. At the end of one, it's Paola 24 and Ottawa nothing. We'll return after this 1 minute break. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
Have you seen the Colosseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
As we start the second period, Ottawa has the ball 2nd and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Score update for you. Santa Fe Trail has tied up Anderson County 7-7, and West Franklin has scored again. Their lead over Linden now 18-0. Allen out of the shotgun on 2nd down 10. And he'll roll right, looking to throw. Goes across the middle. That pass is tipped and almost intercepted. It was intended for Bueno, but Richmond got his hands on it and almost got the pick. Parsons leads Osawatomie tonight at the end of one period, 21-0 at Parsons. And at the end of one, it's Osage City 7, Council Grove 0. 3rd and 10 Cyclones. They have the ball at their own 20. Paola blitzing from the outside, and the handoff to the deep back. And he was tackled by that man blitzing. Like it was Carlson once again on the handoff, and the Cyclones again will go 3 and out. Kessinger will once again punt from inside his own 10-yard line, and Richmond at the Cyclone 42 to receive it. High kick, hits at the 30, takes a Cyclone roll, rolls outside the 40, and will be down at about the 43-yard line. A 23-yard punt with no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Paola at the Ottawa 43. $24-0 Paola. Eudora has taken the lead on Tonganoxie 6-0. Panther will come up on 1st and 10. And 2 receivers in this set. In motion and getting the handoff is Stark. Holub from his wide receiver spot. He gets around the corner, and he's shy of the first down by about a yard, 2nd and 9. Now Phillips is in at the deep back as they'll go from the I formation, 2nd and 1. Out in the flat, pass is incomplete. It was intended for Holub, and it'll be 3rd down. Third and 1 Panthers, 11:01 to play in the first half. Paola leads 24-0. Inside handoff to Ohlmeyer. Ohlmeyer has the first down inside the Cyclone 35 to the 32. Back, they'll spot him at the 31. Paola moves the chains. One man in the backfield this time, and Richmond will throw. He'll be sacked. Breaking through there that time was James Burton, and he sacks Richmond back at the 29 for a loss of 3. Phillips lines up in the backfield this time. One man split left. Play clock down to 4. Pitch back goes to Phillips. Phillips hit again, and fumbled the football, and Elias White picked it up. Did they say he was down? And no, he was not down, and the Cyclones have forced a turnover. First of the night, White with the forced fumble and the recovery, and Ottawa will have it at their own 29-yard line. See if the Cyclones can move the football after the turnover. Royals lead the Twins tonight 1-0 at the K. Back to throw is Allen. He throws it across the middle, intended for Carlson, and it was knocked away. Allen threw into traffic that time, but was able to get away with it. It'll be second down. Atchison now leads Piper 12-8. That game in early in the second period. Out of the shotgun. Allen again to throw. And that pass is knocked away. Throwing into good coverage that time. Intended the pass for Carlson. It was pause on the coverage. And Allen really needed to look off that play and see if there was somebody else open. 3rd and 10. Halftime, we'll have a report from the KOFO newsroom for you. Just up to date on what's going on around the area. 3rd and 10 Cyclones. Blitz coming up the middle. Allen will throw deep down the field, and the receiver didn't go that direction. And the pass falls harmlessly incomplete and bring up a 4th down. So the Cyclones, after forcing the turnover, get nothing. Still looking for their first down of the night. And Kessinger, once again, will be in to punt. This time, Richmond at least standing in his own territory. Bit of a high snap. Kick is partially blocked, it appeared. The ball will roll to the 47-yard line and be down. Kessinger was lucky to get that one away as the rush was on. And Paola will have it at the Ottawa 47, 1st and 10, with 9:29 to play before halftime. Next week, Cyclones will be back home. They'll take on the Chinook Blue Comets. Kickoff at 7. Friday Night Lights at 6 o'clock. Or 6:06, I should say. And then we'll have the Superstand's Cleaning Service pregame show getting underway at 6:40. Central Heights has scored again. Vikings on top of Wabaunsee tonight, 12-0. And Santa Fe Trail has scored against Anderson County. I say the score 14-0. I believe the Bulldogs got a score. I think it's 14-7, but we'll check it and see. Well, again, Paola starts a drive in Ottawa territory. First 4 possessions ended in scores. Panthers will huddle for the first time tonight before coming up to the line. Split backfield. Pitch back and some running room around the corner. And down the sidelines and finally hit and run out of bounds goes Garrett Williams. Williams out of bounds at the Cyclone 23. That's a gain of 24 yards. Panthers come up. And behind Richmond, 2 off to the side, to the left. Handoff will go once again to Williams, and Williams, again, good running room, gets it down to the Cyclone 10. Tonganoxie has scored and taken the lead on Eudora 7-6. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Quarterback sneak by Richmond. He fights his way forward. He gets down to about the 2. Quick hitter, and Richmond picks up 8. 2nd down and goal. And again, Richmond on the quarterback sneak. Pile pushing forward, and he got into the end zone. Touchdown. Wilkich will try the extra point. Good snap, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field, 8:52 to play before halftime. It's Paola 31 and Ottawa nothing. Kickoff comes your way in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
People like me are powerless over alcohol, and if we could outthink it, outrun it, do whatever we needed to do, we could beat it, but we can't by ourselves. Everything I have, everything I've done, I owe to Valley Hope.
An estimated 88,000 people die from alcohol-related causes annually, making it the third leading preventable cause of death in the United States. For more information, visit valleyhope.org. Sponsored by Valley Hope Association and the station.
47-yard drive for the Panthers, and they score on the 3-yard quarterback sneak by Seth Richmond. Piper is now up on Atchison 15-12. While Muncie has scored against Central Heights, Chargers now trail 12-6 halfway through the second period. Wilkich will kick it off. Offside against Paola as the ball is kicked out of bounds also. No double penalties, and Ottawa will have an option here. And Paola will kick it again, this time from the 35. And all Panthers here. Ottawa does not have a first down. Paola has scored on all but one of their possessions tonight. Wilkich again has teed it up. And over in kick. Fielded by Carlson. Oh, he dropped it. It is off his shoulder, rolls into the end zone, and in high school football, that's a touchback. Well, Ottawa got a break. The ball hit off the shoulder pad of Carlson, but rolled on into the end zone. First and 10 Cyclones at their own 20. Cyclone football on KOFO, brought to you in part by C.S. Cunningham Construction, the Ottawa Herald, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, and Cosentino's Price Chopper. First and 10 Ottawa. White is behind Allen, who works out of the shotgun. Allen looks to throw. Throws it deep down the field for Bueno, and the pass incomplete, overthrown at about the 45. Panthers had coverage on the play from Haas and Phillips. Second down 10. Twin receivers each side. And no keeping is Allen. Allen will pass out in the flat, and the pass is incomplete. Off the hands of Carlson and dropped over by the sidelines. That looked like Allen on an option play, but then he decided to throw the ball About 5 yards, but Carlson didn't hang on. Third and 10. Clock is stopped. 8:35 to play in the half. Allen on the option once again. Gets a yard, and that's about it. Paola defended it well. Olmeyer and Rogers in on the stop. And Ottawa once again will have to kick it away. Kessinger once again to kick it. Gets the kick away. Richmond fair catch at the Cyclone 45. That'll be a punt of 24 yards with no return. So once again, short field for the Panthers. They start in Ottawa territory. They lead it 31-0 here with 7:56 to play before the half. And we've got a timeout, evidently. Bringing the chains up to set them up. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 30-second break. Paola 31, Ottawa nothing. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
First and 10, Paola at the Ottawa 45-yard line as we're back to action. The throw, Richmond throws it up for grabs, streaking down the field. That pass is incomplete. It was underthrown, intended for Lamont Hill. The pass underthrown, it'll bring up second down. Panthers will send in Chase Robbins. Twin receivers this side. Blitz coming on the quarterback draw. It's Richmond. Richmond breaks a tackle and dives forward to the 40 for a gain of about 5. Lewisburg has scored again. They lead Baldwin 20-0. And Santa Fe Trail has scored once again. They lead Anderson County 20-7. Third and 5. On the sweep, and picking up the first down is Haas. He gets it inside the 35 to about the 31-yard line, and Ottawa's had no answer for that play tonight. First 2 times Paola ran it, it resulted in scores. Had once again stopped the clock to move the chains. Richmond looking over to the sideline for the play call. Richmond pump fakes, throws across the middle, and overthrows his intended receiver. That was Gant at about the 10-yard line. Second down, 10. Panthers will send one receiver this side. And again, the quarterback draw by Richmond breaks into the secondary and has the first down at the 20 before he's brought down. Brett Ferguson made the tackle. Tonganoxie now leads Eudora 14-6. That game late first half. High in the backfield this time for the Panthers, working from their left hash mark. Deep back gets the carry. That's Phillips, and Phillips streaks into the open. Touchdown, Paola. Third of the night for Ethan Phillips. And he hit that hole with a full head of steam. That makes it 37-0. Wokic will tack on the extra point, and there's timeout on the field with 6:08 to play, first half. Paola leads Ottawa 38-0, and we'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO.
We train yearly to be iCar Gold certified because as cars and designs have changed to keep you safer, so have the collision repair procedures. And at CarStar Ottawa, your safety matters. Call CarStar 242-8916. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit QualityStructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Another short drive for Paola, but very efficient, all on the ground. 20-yard run by Evan Phillips, his third score of the night. Now 38-0. Still 6 minutes and 8 seconds to go before the half. Another score for West Franklin, and the Falcons are rolling tonight against Linden, 25-0 in the second period. Kick by Wokic is short. Be fielded by Carlson at about the 10. Carlson looking to get around the corner, gets it out to the 22, and is brought down on a shoestring tackle. Ottawa will have it at its own 21-yard line, still looking for its first down of the night. Royals lead the Twins 2-0 after 2 at the K tonight. Forget Ottawa Braves football tomorrow. OU looks to go 3-0. They take on the Bethany Swedes. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6 o'clock pregame. Hand off to White. White off the left side, picks up about a yard to the 23. Panthers controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. Wellsville's retaken the lead on Burlington, 12-6 Eagles. Second down, let's call it a long 8 for Ottawa. Again, it's White. This time he's got an opening. He gets it across the 30 and is shy of the first down by about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. White a bit shaken up, but he'll go back to the huddle. Cyclones will have it third down. Well, they're going to say it's enough for the first down. So Cyclones get their first down of the night as they spot him at the 32. That comes with 5 minutes and 15 seconds or so to go in the first half. Allen will throw. Now decides to run it. It's got an opening. Gets it to the outside. Hit it to 38 and brought down immediately. That's a good open field tackle that time. And who was that? It looks like it was Chase Robbins. No, it couldn't have been. Way too small for Chase Robbins. Maybe Noah Bowden. Hard to tell the numbers. Gold numerals on black jerseys, and it's the dark gold. 7-yard gain, second and 3. On the carry, it's Allen. Allen, tried to pull it down instead of hitting it upfield. Looked like he was going to throw, and he's run out of bounds. Right near the first down yardage. They'll spot him at the 41.5, and it'll be 3rd down and 1. Third down 1 for the Cyclones. Carlson splits wide left. There's twin receivers right, actually trips. Blitz coming. Allen throws downfield, and the pass just incomplete. It was intended for Carlson, who had a half step on the defender, and the Cyclones face a 4th down and a yard. Ottawa's going to go for it here. Oh, actually, Kessinger came into the ballgame. Let's see what they're going to do. He's going to line up as a receiver, it appears. And a whistle. And the Cyclones have to use a timeout. 4:19 to go in the half. Paola leads Ottawa 38-0, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High School football on KOFO.
Okay. We've heard you. This is Bob from Leon's at 429 South Main in historic downtown Ottawa. We're going retro. Classic favorites like the Super Cheese Burrito, Enchilada Special, fajitas, chimichangas, and more are back. We also have great daily specials. Leon's, a family tradition since 1982.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Cyclones 4th down, less than a yard, and they're going to go for it. A couple of score updates. Piper now leads Atchison 23-12. Santa Fe Trail has scored again 27-7, better than Anderson County. Hand off to White. He's got the first down and gets it near the 45-yard line on a quick hitter. The Cyclones move the chains once again. Ottawa's opponent next week, the Schnute Blue Comets, lead Iola 7-6 in the second quarter. First and 10. Option left. Pitch back is too high for White. Ball on the ground, and it looks like the Panthers recovered. Option pitch was too high and off the hands of White. Panthers get it at the Cyclone 34. Still 3:45 to go before halftime. Paola comes up first and 10. Richmond still at quarterback. On reverse, that is Haas trying to turn the corner. He gets it inside the 30, down to about the 29, and it was Peyton Lee on the stop. 5-yard gain on the jet sweep. Second down 5. Richmond will throw. Throws it deep down the field. That pass is going to be incomplete. Edwin Duarte Miranda almost intercepted it. Third down 5. Stops the clock with 3:05 to play before half. Paola on top 38-0. Inside handoff and the first down and more for Gavin Stark. He gets it down inside the Cyclone 20, and that will move the chains. Phillips comes into the lineup. He'll line up as a wingman here. Haas gets the pitch, trying to get around the corner and does. He's headed for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Paola. I say it was Williams. It's number 10, not 20. So Garrett Williams gets into the act with a 19-yard run. Panthers have increased their lead to 44-0. Wilkich will try to make it 45. Low snap, but Richmond gets it down, and the kick is good. There's a timeout on the field with 2:38 to play in the second period. It's Paola 45 and Ottawa nothing. We'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Many people are finding themselves spending more and more time sitting behind a computer or standing for long hours during the day. Each time we lean forward 60 degrees, the stress placed on our neck is increased dramatically. Bad posture can lead to numbness, pain, tense nerves, and even affect your breathing. Stress on your neck can also lead to tense upper back and shoulder muscles, resulting in frequent headaches due to this poor posture. This is Dr. Sherry Jung at Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Give us a call today for a no-charge consultation at 785-242-4100.
Panthers now lead at 45-0, and they'll kick it off. Just a little over a couple minutes to go before halftime. Again, a report from the KOFO News comes your way at the half. Carlson and Duarte Miranda will be back deep for Ottawa. Lewisburg leads Baldwin at halftime, 20-0. Short kick that Carlson will field at the 11. Looking for an opening, breaks a tackle, gets him across the 25-30 and out to the 33. And that'll be his best starting field position for the Cyclones on the night. Halftime score, West Franklin leads Linden, 25-0. Another score for Piper, 31-12, better than Atchison tonight at Atchison. Allen will hand it off to White, who has a nice hole, gets it out to the 40-yard line for a gain of 6. The Cyclone front line starting to finally open a few holes for the running backs. Second down 4. Ottawa has one timeout remaining. The clock is running, 2:09 to play here in quarter number 2. Blitz being shown. Again, it's White, and White picks up a couple, maybe 3 to the 43-yard line. Late second period score by Wabunsie has given the Chargers a 14-12 lead on Central Heights. Third down, a yard for Ottawa. Jose Richards and Chad Bones split far side. It'll be White once again, and White has the first down out across the 45 to around the 47-yard line. That was Stop the clock as they move the chains. Clock runs again, 1:13 to play before halftime. Allen looks to throw across the middle and off the hands of the intended receiver. It was a bit low. Carlson couldn't haul it in. That'll stop the clock with 58 seconds. Ottawa has not been on the Paola side of the field yet offensively. Bueno and Kessinger split this way as receivers, and Allen looks to throw. Now has to roll away from pressure. Flag is down. Pass downfield is going to be incomplete. Check the flag, thrown in the backfield. It's going to be a hold against the Cyclones. And that'll be a big penalty because it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And in effect, it'll be a 15-yard penalty. But Paola will elect to decline it and make it 3rd down 10. At halftime, Tonganoxie over Eudora tonight, 14-6. 3rd and 10 Cyclones. Handoff White, hits the hole, breaks it into the open, has the first down inside the 41-yard line. So Elias White running well here in this second period. And the Cyclones, again, will move the chains. Stops the clock momentarily with 45 seconds to go. And let's see if Ottawa can do a little bit more here, maybe get the ball into the end zone. Allen in on the handoff to White. White fights forward inside the 40 to about the 37. The clock down to 28 seconds to play. Now we've got a whistle and a timeout used by Ottawa. Santa Fe Trail leads Anderson County at halftime. And this says 20-7. I thought it was 27-7, but we'll go with what Santa Fe Trail has tweeted out. I will have all the scores for you on the High School Football Scoreboard Show. Comes your way at 10 o'clock this evening with your host, Nick Gosnell. And now they've corrected that tweet. It is 27-7 Santa Fe Trail at the half as they lead Anderson County. We'll get you all the score updates that we have. We haven't gotten anything yet from the Spring Hill Bonner Springs game. I think that would probably be a good ball game, but nothing to show so far as the score is concerned. We also don't have anything on Veridazine Valley and Burlingame. Might want to check out the KOFO game of the week as Wellsville hosting Burlington for homecoming. Last we saw in that one, the Eagles were up 12-6 on the Wildcats. Cyclones have it 2nd down and 6 at the Paola 37. Allen out of the shotgun. He's going to throw. He's under pressure. Screen pass. White is hit, breaks the tackle, and now flag's thrown late, and that might be a face mask. White got back near the line of scrimmage. It is a face mask, personal foul against the Panthers. The defense read the screen well, but White broke the initial hit, and then as he tried to get some yardage, Paola grabbed him by the face mask. Pushes the ball inside the 25 to the 23, stops the clock with 15 seconds to play. Ottawa comes up 1st and 10. Allen again to throw, throws into the secondary, and it's almost intercepted. There's a flag thrown now. The pass was intended, I believe, for Jose Richards. Flag thrown, and we might see a holding call here. Referee's talking things over. No flag. So they will say the ball evidently was tipped before the hit was made on the receiver, and that probably was the correct call. Clock down to 3 seconds to go. This will be the last play of the first half. Rolling out is Allen. Looks, throws into the end zone. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Cyclones. That pass was perfectly thrown and caught by Chad Bones in the back of the end zone, and the Cyclones score with no time on the clock. Ottawa will try to kick the extra point. Bones to do the honors. Out of the hole of Allen. High snap. Bones' kick, a line drive kick, is through the uprights, and the kick is good. That's the end of the first half with the score, Paola 45 and Ottawa 7. And we'll be back here at Panther Stadium after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Ottawa High School football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Schedule your child's sports physical today with Dr. Chris Koster at Ransom Memorial Health's Pediatric Care and get a comprehensive exam, review of family health history, and information on injury prevention. Call 785-229-8891 or visit ransom.org. Ransom Memorial Health, providing remarkable care.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu. Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The number one overall health problem that we have and that we're dealing with right now would be being overweight or being obese. How do we talk about this? I think our role is to encourage our patients to become more active, encourage them to park a little further away out in the parking lot, to try and take 1,000 extra steps a day, to try and watch what they eat.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
Well, the Cyclones get the score at the end of the half, and it was Jackson Allen rolling out right and throwing a perfect ball that Chad Bones caught in the back of the end zone, and Bones added the extra point. It's 45-7, so at least the Cyclones have that going into the locker room here in a game that has been dominated by the Panthers. They scored on the opening drive. They went 76 yards for the touchdown. Evan Phillips, final 54 on a jet sweep. Ryan Wilkich with the first of 6 extra points on the night, and it was 7-0. After Ottawa went 3 and out, it was Paola with a 39-yard drive. Connor Haas, 30 yards for the score, and 14-0 after the Wilkich extra point. Then again, Ottawa went 3 and out, and it only took one play as Seth Richmond found a wide-open Evan Phillips in the secondary, and he waltzed in from the 42, 21-0 after the Wilkich extra point. The next Paola drive stalled, but Wilkich hit a field goal from 36 to make it 24-0 at the end of the first period. In the second quarter, it was a 2-yard Seth Richmond run to cap off a 47-yard drive. Wilkich made it 31, took a 20. 31-0 at that point. Then it was Phillips for his third score of the night from 20 yards away on a 45-yard drive. Gary Williams picked up the next touchdown at the 2:38 mark of the second period, capping off a 34-yard drive as Paola took advantage of a Cyclone turnover. And then Ottawa went 67 yards and scored as time expired on the 23-yard pass from Jackson Allen to Chad Bones, and that is where we have it at half. Paola with the lead, 45-7. About to be entertained by the Panther marching band. And we'll take a break here, and when we get back, we'll have a report from the KOFO newsroom. Again, Paola leads Ottawa here at halftime. The score is Panthers 45, Cyclones 7. This is Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Ottawa Family Physicians remind you that the Ottawa Care Clinic at Cosentino's Price Chopper is staffed by registered nurse practitioners treating minor illnesses as well as providing school and camp physicals. No appointment necessary. The Ottawa Care Clinic inside Cosentino's. Call 785-214-4903.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa High School. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220.
Good evening. Your pizza time is halftime in the game ahead of us. The Old Mary River Run Car Show is set to roar into Ottawa tomorrow. Registration for the event started this morning. As with any large event, Ottawa Police will be on hand in full force to ensure everything goes well and to handle any issues that may arrive. Assistant Chief Adam Weingartner says Ottawa Police will be assisting in many ways.
We are geared up and ready for the car show. We will begin Saturday morning providing additional staffing to help with traffic at the intersection of 68 Main as traffic begins to back up. Then later in the day when they close downtown for the cruise night, police departments will be down there on foot patrol. We expect large crowds with a good weather forecast. We hope everyone comes down, has a good time, and please thank the officers from both the City of Ottawa, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, and many surrounding communities that provide staff to help us make this a great, fun, and safe event.
He adds that they will also provide some services during registration tomorrow morning at Forest Park. A monthly survey report suggests economic conditions in 9 Midwest and Plain states took a leap forward last month. The report says the Mid-America Business Conditions Index jumped to 61.1 in August, compared with 57 in July. It's the 21st straight month that the index remained above growth neutral, or 50 points. Creighton University economist Ernie Goss oversees the survey, and he says the region's manufacturing growth of 3.1% over the past 12 months exceeds the U.S. growth rate of 2.6%. While the Kansas Business Conditions Index for August dipped to 60.2 from July 60.5, Goss says over the past 12 months, the state's durable manufacturing sector has expanded jobs by 3.3%, while non-durable goods producers grew about 3.6% pace for overall manufacturing growth of 3.4% over the 12-month period, fourth among the 9 Mid-America states. Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast. Tonight, clear, the low 67. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 87. Tomorrow night, clear, the low 65. Sunday, sunny with a high of 86. Sunday night, partly clear, the low 66. Your extended forecast, Monday, sunny with a high of 88. Monday night, clear, the low 69. I'm Sean Torres, KOFO News.
Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Super Stan's cleaning service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Super Stan's cleaning service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
When it comes to your home, quality matters. And when quality matters, choose the best. Choose Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Call to have your air conditioning system serviced today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
And back here at Panther Stadium, where Paola leads Ottawa at halftime 45-7. Let's take a look at the Cyclone sports calendar for the week. Volleyball plays at the Rossville Invitational tomorrow, and then they will be on the road at Lewisburg on Tuesday for a match. Boys soccer plays a couple of times next week, at home against Baldwin on Tuesday, on the road at Lewisburg on Thursday. And girls tennis has an outing on Thursday also, where they will travel to Parsons to take on the Vikings. The Ottawa University calendar, besides the football game against Bethany tomorrow, of course that game on KOFO starting with pregame at 6 o'clock against the Swedes. Women's volleyball plays Wednesday, and they will start KCAC play against the Sterling Warriors on the road at Sterling. Men's soccer has matches, I believe that's soccer overall, has matches on Saturday, tomorrow, against the University of Science and the Arts of Oklahoma, and then at home against Sterling on Tuesday. And cross country will participate at the Missouri Southern Stampede, and that is tomorrow morning down in Joplin. Once again, here it's 45-7. Paola over Ottawa at half. We'll have scores from other area games after this 2-minute break. This is Ottawa High football on KOFO.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
People in the United States will suffer at least 1 or 2 episodes of debilitating back pain in their life. You know, we see an epidemic in prescription medication abuse and overdose. Chiropractic is a natural, hands-on, patient-centered health care treatment for low back pain, for neck pain, for mid-back pain. We're an alternative to having to take medications. We're an alternative to having to have surgery.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100.
And we're back. One more round, Cindy, and you win.
I'm ready.
Name a bank with at least 250 locations.
Arvest Bank.
Yes. Name a bank with longer hours and award-winning service.
Arvest.
Yes, they can give you a mortgage, credit card, or loan.
Arvest.
Has a free blue checking account you can open online.
Arvest.
And has an online switch kit.
Arvest Bank.
That is correct. You're a winner.
You can be a winner, too, when you open a free blue checking at Arvest Bank. Go to arvest.com/switch or visit a friendly nearby associate. Equal housing lender.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Ottawa High School staff and faculty, along with the administration of USD 290, are proud of their student athletes, not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck and go Cyclones.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. They wish the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
Give you some of the scores that we have of area football games, starting with the three Franklin County high schools. At the half, Wabaunsee leads Central Heights 14-12. Vikings had a 12-0 lead in that one, but now trail Wabaunsee 14-12. Burlington scored late in the first half to take a 14-12 lead over Wellsville. That's our KOFO game of the week at KOFO.com with Luke Queen bringing you the play-by-play. And West Franklin just scored in the third quarter. They lead Linden tonight 32-0, and a good outing for the Falcons. They look to move their record to 2-1 on the season. Also in the third quarter, Lewisburg leads Baldwin 20-0. At halftime, it's Burlingame 54, Meridazine Valley 6. Osage City leads Council Grove at half, 13-0. In the third period, Parsons shutting out Osawatomie 53-0. It's Piper 31, Atchison 12. That's the last score we had received on that ball game. At halftime, Santa Fe Trail leading Anderson County 27-7. And also at the half, Tonganoxie with a slim lead over Eudora 14-6. No score to report to you on Spring Hill at Bonner Springs. All the scores tonight at 10 o'clock with the Kansas High School Football Scoreboard Show with Nick Gosnell. Second half comes your way in 1 minute. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
My heart skips skipping the beat. You're not close enough, so that space between you and me, let's lose it. The way you're dancing, swaying to the music, girl, that body and how you move it. Every time you cross my mind, girl, I lose it.
Alexa, play the Country Heat playlist. Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Okay. We've heard you. This is Bob from Leon's at 429 South Main in historic downtown Ottawa. We're going retro. Classic favorites like the Super Cheese Burrito, Enchilada Special, Fajitas, Chimichangas, and more are back. We also have great daily specials. Leon's, a family tradition since 1982.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
Cyclones will get the second half kickoff here as they won the toss and deferred to the third quarter. Scoring right before the end of the half, right at the end of the half, actually. Last play, 23-yard touchdown pass, Jackson Allen to Chad Bones. Here's a score update from Lewisburg, where the Wildcats lead Baldwin tonight 27-0 in the third quarter. Again, the three games involving Franklin County high schools. One in the lead and doing quite well. That's West Franklin, who has a 32-0 lead on Linden. Burlington is leading Wellsville 14-12. And same score, Wabaunsee leading Central Heights. That game is at the half. So again, the Cyclones will receive the second half kickoff. Ottawa will be back to take on Chanute next Friday night. That game will be at Steve Grogan Stadium. We'll have it for you beginning with the Super Sands Cleaning Service pregame show at 6:40 following Friday Night Lights on KOFO. Hope you're enjoying that new program. We're presenting to you Bob Johnson doing some good work and getting a lot of help from a lot of people in putting in that pregame show for us each and every Friday night. So Cyclones are going to move left to right as we see it here in the third period. It'll be Bones and Duarte Miranda back deep for Ottawa. Ryan Wilkich tees it up. Really nice night for football here, and a good crowd on hand. Kick by Wilkich, line drive kick near side, pushes Duarte back to the 2-yard line. He's across the 15, tried to reverse his field, broke a couple of tackles, and got it across the 15 to about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. But he kind of stopped, and that was where Paola was able to converge on him. And Ottawa starts with relatively poor field position this time at their own 17. Cyclones moved the ball well on that last drive, but almost nothing before then. Let's see if we can get some of that carried over to the third period. Allen's going to have, it looks like, Duarte in the backfield. He gets a handoff on a reverse and gets nothing. May have actually lost a yard there. Second down, 11 for the Cyclones. Receiver set this way is Bones. Hand off Elias White, and White burrows his way forward back to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 3rd and 10. White ran the ball well on that final drive for the Cyclones. Ottawa's offensive line got several nice pushes. You have to build on those types of things. Ottawa faces 3rd down and 10. Blitz coming up the middle, so Allen will roll away from it. Now he's under pressure, and he's just going to throw it away. Allen was just trying to get rid of the football and threw it away. He was outside the tackle, and there was a receiver on that side, so no flag. Caleb Kessinger will be in to punt it. That's Richmond, a return man standing at the Ottawa 40. This is all too familiar right here. Kessinger gets the kick away. It's off the side of his foot and goes out of bounds. Kessinger wanted a roughing call, but the referee was right there on top of it and said no. So Paola will have outstanding field position at the Cyclone 22 to start this opening drive of the third period. They lead by 38. Frontier League has a 45-point rule in effect, and we may well see if Paola can punch this in a running clock the rest of the way. Richmond is under center. He's got I formation in back of him. Olmeyer is the up back. Handoff goes to the deep back and fighting forward down to about the 12-yard line. And who was that? That was Evan Phillips on the handoff. Phillips already with 3 touchdowns on the night. Pickup of 10 yards, 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 12. And a handoff to the inside back, Olmeyer. Olmeyer gets good yardage inside the 5 and is down to about the 3. And there's a cyclone shaken up on the play. Santa Fe Trail is now leading Anderson County 34-7 in the third quarter as they tend to the injured Cyclone. Tonganoxie has also scored. Their lead over Eudora is now 20-6. Here it's Paola 45 and Ottawa 7. Council Grove has scored. Save City still leads the Braves 13-6. And it looks like a leg cramp for the injured Cyclone, who will now walk it off and head to the sidelines. That is Brett Ferguson, who leads the game. Paola has a second down 1 at the Cyclone 3. Power I formation this time. Richmond under center. Hands it off inside, and it is Olmeyer in for the touchdown. Brendan Olmeyer gets into the act with the touchdown from 3 out. And Wilkutch will try to make it a 45-point lead. Good snap. And the kick by Wilkutch is good. Timeout on the field with 9:44 to play third quarter. Paola now leads Ottawa 52-7. And we'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on KOFO.
When working at a growing business, you wear many hats. The new business hat, the buying toner for the copy machine hat, the sifting through tons of resumes hat. You can throw away that last hat thanks to Indeed.com. When posting your job, Indeed lets you add screener questions that give you a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Easy score for Paola after the short punt. They go 22 yards. Score on a 3-yard Brendan Olmeyer touchdown run. Now we have a running clock the rest of the ball game here, as the Cyclones have twin safeties back deep. Osage City answered Council Grove's score with one of their own. They now lead Council Grove 19-6. As the Indians try to go 3-0 on the season. High end over in kick. That's going to push, looks like Carlson, to the 3-yard line. He gets it across the 20 out to the 21. Check that. Sorry, Chad Bones on the return. Clock will run the rest of the way with the exception of timeouts and I believe after scores, but we'll have to check that and see. Cyclones will have it at their own 22. Richardson Carlson split to the left. It'll be Duarte and Bones right. Option, they'll throw out in the flat. Pass is caught. And yardage out to about the 27-yard line. I think that's Carlson, but we'll double-check the number. Actually, it looks like it's Dadrian Aho with the reception. And from our distance, kind of hard to tell numbers for sure. But a 6-yard pickup, second down 4. Keeping is Jackson Allen, looking to turn the corner, but he'll be brought down in the open field on a nice tackle by Kieran Williams. And it'll be a loss or a gain on the play of about a yard, and it'll be third down. Let's call it 2. Osawatomie has scored, but still trails Parsons 53-7. That game in the third period. Third down 2, Cyclones. White, off the left guard, has the first down and more across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Well, Elias White running well here in the past couple of quarters. They're going to spot him at the 38. Ottawa will send twin receivers left and twins right. And off White once again. He gets it to the 40 for a 2-yard pickup. Tackle made by Evan Phillips. Second down and 8. Clock is running. 5:47 to play in the third period. Allen looks over the defense. Hands it off to White once again. He breaks the tackle, gets it out to the 43. Picks up about 3 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 5 upcoming from the Cyclones. Let's call it third down and 4. He got it to the 44-yard line. Ten o'clock tonight, the high school football scoreboard show on KOFO. White again has an opening, has the first down, breaks into Panther territory, and takes it all the way down to the 48-yard line. Left side of the Cyclone line doing some good work here. Ottawa comes up 1st and 10 at the Panther 47. It's White again, trying to break to the outside. He's got yardage down to the 40 before he's brought down. Seven-yard pickup, 2nd and 3. Option right, keeping is Allen. He'll get a few, down to about the 38, short of the first down by a yard. Third down 1 for the Cyclones. Central Heights has scored, taking the lead over Wabaunsee, 20-14. White running hard up the middle, has the first down to the 35. Baldwin's gotten on the board against Lewisburg, 27-7, Wildcats with the lead. First down Ottawa at the Panther 35. Running clock here as the Panthers lead at 52-7. First and 10. White again, heads the line of scrimmage this time, stopped for no gain. Second and 10 for the Cyclones. Clock down to 2:24 to play third quarter. Minnesota's taken the lead on the Royals 3-2. That game in the top of the 5th inning. Option right. Jackson pitches late to White. White gets it to the 30. Picks up about 4.5 yards. Cyclones will face a third down at about 6. Ottawa is certainly in 4-down territory here. Drew Wiggins comes into the ball game as a wingman here. Third and 6, Allen keeps. Hit it for the sideline, gets the corner turn, has the first down, and goes out of bounds at the Panther 22. Jackson Allen with a burst of speed got past the defenders and picked up the 1st and 10. Good receivers each side. Allen looks to throw across the middle. Pass incomplete. It was thrown behind the intended receiver. It was Chad Bones. This next play will be the last of the third period. Second and 10 at the 22. Hand off to White. He drags the Paola defender forward and picks up about 4 yards to the 18. It'll be 3rd down and 6, but that will be the final play of the third period. The score at the end of 3 quarters, Paola 52 and Ottawa 7. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Credit products are issued by WebBank. Rates and terms vary based on credit history. Offer lasts for 90 days from air date. Amazon is not a sponsor of this promotion. Gift card offer valid only for new customers applying for a personal loan. Other restrictions apply. See website for details.
Medical bills, credit card bills, auto loan bills. Oh no.
Are you stressed trying to get your bills paid each month? Wouldn't it be a huge relief to make just one simple payment? Get that relief today with a debt consolidation loan through Avant. Avant is an online leading platform that has rescued hundreds of thousands of Americans struggling with the stress of high interest debt. That could save you money, simplify your life, and erase all that stress. The application is quick, and you could have the money you need as soon as the next business day if approved by 4:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday. And now, get a $50 Amazon.com gift card after your first payment is made on time. To check your rates and to get the special radio offer, go to Avant.com today and enter promo code 8686 when applying. That's AVANT.com, promo code 8686.
Hill on top of Ottawa 52-7 as we head to the fourth period. Again, a running clock here in this game. At the end of 3, West Franklin leads Linden 32-0. Hyper has opened up a 37-12 lead on Atchison. Ottawa has a 3rd and 6 from the Panther 18-yard line. Started this drive at their own 17. Allen out of the shotgun, White behind him. White gets the carry. He's got some room. Makes a nice move. Has the first down inside the 10. This is what we've been looking forward to seeing from the junior. And Elias White running hard. Gets to the 7-yard line, and the Cyclones have a 1st and goal. See if Ottawa can punch it in here. White off the right side, gets it inside the 5. Picks up a couple. It'll be 2nd down and goal at the 5. Single receiver right, twins to the left. Allen hands it off once again to White, who ran into his own blocker, but then fights his way forward. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. Elias White with his first touchdown of the season. And the Cyclones with a nice 83-yard drive for the touchdown. Bones will try the extra point out of the hold of Allen. Kick is up and no good, wide to the right. Timeout on the field with a score. Paola 52, Ottawa 13. We'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
My heart skips skipping the beat. You're not close enough, so that space between you and me, let's lose it. The way you're dancing, swaying to the music, girl, that body and how you move it. Every time you cross my mind, girl, I lose it.
Alexa, play the Country Heat playlist. Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Cyclones go 83 yards for the touchdown. This is the extra point. 5-yard run by Elias White for the touch. Piper scored again, 43-12 over Atchison, and West Franklin just all over Linden tonight, 39-0, and that's been a long time coming for the Falcons, and I'm sure they're savoring it here this evening. The clock continued to run during that timeout. We're under 9 minutes to go as Bones will tee it up. Bones kick, high end over end kick, and fielded at the 6. Straight up the middle. And that is Haas trying to get to the outside, and he does. He's down to 50-45 and down to the Ottawa 43 before he's finally brought down. Bones, the kicker, made the tackle, but a good return by Connor Haas. That is a 42-yard kickoff return. Paola will have it. And looks like they have a new quarterback out here. Who that is. Jared Williams, sophomore, is now at quarterback. 2 men in motion. Can't do that. This play will come back. Both the wingmen, the one on the left, the one on the right, kind of met in the backfield. And that is a motion penalty. So 1st and 15 back at the Cyclone 47. Clock does not stop. 7 minutes to go. In motion comes Haas. Hand off inside to Stark. And Stark broke a tackle, and he broke into the open. Now it's a foot race, and Stark is going to go 47 yards for a Panther touchdown. In comes Wilkich for the extra point attempt. Richmond on the hold. And the kick is good. Timeout on the field. Actually, not a timeout on the field. 59-13, Paola with the lead. We'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
Napa know-how.
Right now, Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil is $29.99 for a 5-quart jug. Its advanced formula provides maximum sludge protection, defending your engine like a catcher defends home plate. So, get top-notch engine protection with the Mobil 1 Full Synthetic 5-quart jug for $29.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 9/30/18.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Gavin Stark, a 47-yard run as he bounced off Cyclone tacklers and bounced it outside against the grain, took it in for the touchdown. Sixth Panther to score a touchdown here tonight. Clock is continuing to run, 4:46 to go. And Ottawa playing their men up quite a bit. Imagine Wilkins will give this one a good boot. That's a high kick. We fielded by Aho at the 12. Aho gets it out to the 26 before he's brought down. Now check that. It's not Aho. It was Jose Richards on the return. Ottawa will have it at the 26, 1st and 10. And it looks like Kessinger is now in at quarterback for the Cyclones for what would more than likely be their final drive of the night. And let's see who's in the backfield with him now. Like Morris, check it and see. Keeper by Kessinger, and he'll be smothered back at the 25. Actually, fought his way forward all the way back to the line of scrimmage, it appears. So, nice second effort there, but nowhere to go. Second down and 10. Handoff goes to the deep back, and that is Talon Morris. And Morris, with a nice run up the middle, picks up the first down at about the 39-yard line. Santa Fe Trail now leads Anderson County at the end of 3, 34-7. First and 10, Ottawa at the 39. Cyclones have some issues in the backfield. Play clock's down to 2. And Ottawa will be flagged for delay of game. First and 15 as we're under 2 minutes to go. Seen a spark from the Ottawa offense here in the latter stages of the second period and here in the second half. Morris again with a nice opening. Gets it out to the 40, picks up about 6. That bodes well as the Cyclones are back home next Friday night against Chanute. It has done them no good here tonight necessarily against an outstanding Paola Panther football team who will move their record to 3-0. Second down 9. Ottawa has a late man coming into the ball game. I guess you consider him to be a man in motion, but he was heading for the line of scrimmage, and I think they probably should have flagged Ottawa. There was a handoff to Morris, and Morris got 3 out to the 43-yard line as we're under a minute to go. This very, very well may be the last play of the football game. And Kessinger on a keeper, tried to stiff arm a man, but is brought down to the backfield. Lost back to the 38. And it looks like, unless Ottawa decides to call timeout, that'll be the final play of the game. Fourth down and 10. Ottawa's going to go for it. They may get this play off. 6 seconds on the clock. They will get it off. Kessinger drops to throw. Now achieves it downfield, rather. And the pass will be caught at the 38 of Paola. That is the final play. We're going to see who made the catch. As he went down in a heap and now is on the ground. But that is the football game. The final score here tonight, Paola beats Ottawa 52-13, and we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
It's the little things, like her first goal of the season. That's my baby! Or scoring huge savings at the Goodies One Big Sale. Because Friday through Sunday, the more you buy, the more you save. Buy one item, get 40% off. Buy two, get 50% off. Buy three or more, and you'll score 60% off. Plus, our Super Blowout Doorbuster gets you an extra 70% off already reduced prices on shoes, beauty, and more. Hurry in. Goodies. Little things mean everything. Goodies is part of our Stage family. Offer exclusions apply.
Credit products are issued by WebBank. Rates and terms vary based on credit history. Offer lasts for 90 days from air date. Amazon is not a sponsor of this promotion. Gift card offer valid only for new customers applying for a personal loan. Other restrictions apply. See website for details.
Medical bills, credit card bills, auto loan bills. Oh no.
Are you stressed trying to get your bills paid each month? Wouldn't it be a huge relief to make just one simple payment? Get that relief today with a debt consolidation loan through Avant. Avant is an online leading platform that has rescued hundreds of thousands of Americans struggling with the stress of high interest debt. That could save you money, simplify your life, and erase all that stress. The application is quick, and you could have the money you need as soon as the next business day if approved by 4:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday. And now, get a $50 Amazon.com gift card after your first payment is made on time. To check your rates and to get this special radio offer, go to Avant.com today and enter promo code 8686 when applying. That's AVANT.com, promo code 8686.
O'Reilly. To protect your engine, you have to change the oil. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, pick up 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $28.95. Protect your engine from sludge and wear, plus earn double points during O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Cyclones fall to the Paola Panthers tonight here, 59-13. Paola just dominated from the opening kickoff. They drove 76 yards for a score on their opening possession and then got short fields on their next 5 possessions, with one exception. They fumbled one time late first period. Other than that, they scored almost at will in the first half, led 45-7 at intermission. Ottawa scored on the final play of the second period on a 23-yard pass from Jackson Allen to Chad Bones. Panthers got a couple of more scores in the second half. Ottawa got a 5-yard Elias White run early in the fourth period, but Cyclones fall to 0-3 tonight, losing to Paola 59-13. Panthers will be on the road next week. They'll travel to Spring Hill to take on the Broncos, while the Cyclones back home, they will face the Blue Comets, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 for the Super Sands Cleaning Service pregame show. Again here tonight, Cyclones fall to Paola 59-13, and this is Gary Bateman saying so long from Paola High School. Stay tuned for the conclusion of the Wellsville-Burlington football game.
Thank you for listening to the Super Sands Cleaning Service Rob Hedrick pregame show. Stand by. Kickoff for Cyclone football is next.
When working at a growing business, you wear many hats. The new business hat, the buying toner for the copy machine hat, the sifting through tons of resumes hat. You can throw away that last hat thanks to Indeed.com. When posting your job, Indeed lets you add screener questions that give you a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Credit products are issued by WebBank. Rates and terms vary based on credit history. Offer lasts for 90 days from air date. Amazon is not a sponsor of this promotion. Gift card offer valid only for new customers applying for a personal loan. Other restrictions apply. See website for details.
Medical bills, credit card bills, auto loan bills. Oh no.
Are you stressed trying to get your bills paid each month? Wouldn't it be a huge relief to make just one simple payment? Get that relief today with a debt consolidation loan through Avant. Avant is an online leading platform that has rescued hundreds of thousands of Americans struggling with the stress of high interest debt. That could save you money, simplify your life, and erase all that stress. The application is quick, and you could have the money you need as soon as the next business day if approved by 4:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday. And now, get a $50 Amazon.com gift card after your first payment is made on time. To check your rates and to get this special radio offer, go to Avant.com today and enter promo code 8686 when applying. That's AVANT.com, promo code 8686.
O'Reilly. When it comes to safety, nothing is more important than your vehicle's brakes. If it's hard to stop or you hear squealing or grinding noises during braking, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts. You'll find the brake parts you need from trusted brands like Brake Best and Brake Best Select at everyday low prices. Play it safe with brakes from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
My heart skips skipping the beat. You're not close enough, so that space between you and me, let's lose it. The way you're dancing, swaying to the music, girl, that body and how you move it. Every time you cross my mind, girl, I lose it.
Alexa, play the Country Heat playlist. Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
It's the little things, like her first goal of the season. That's my baby! Or scoring huge savings at the Goodies One Big Sale. Because Friday through Sunday, the more you buy, the more you save. Buy one item, get 40% off. Buy two, get 50% off. Buy three or more, and you'll score 60% off. Plus, our Super Blowout Doorbuster gets you an extra 70% off already reduced prices on shoes, beauty, and more. Hurry in! Goodies. Little things mean everything. Goodies is part of our Sage family. Offer exclusions apply.
Napa know-how.
Right now, Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil is $29.99 for a 5-quart jug. Its advanced formula provides maximum sludge protection, defending your engine like a catcher defends home plate. So, get top-notch engine protection with the Mobil 1 Full Synthetic 5-quart jug for $29.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 9/30/18.
My number 2 does not look like a number 2. I don't know what to call it. Is there a number 3?
Table for 4, please. Anything close to the restroom.
A middle seat with these stomach problems? That's my fear of flying.
Sound like you? If it does, you could be one of the many people with a digestive condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Even if you don't know what EPI is, you might know the symptoms. Frequent diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain. If you have even just one of these symptoms, you could still have EPI, because not everybody experiences EPI the same way, which is why it's so important to open up to your doctor about all your symptoms. And the good news is, EPI is manageable, so don't keep a lid on it. Go to identifyepi.com, complete the symptom checker, and use it to have a conversation with your doctor. Don't keep a lid on it. Visit identifyepi.com. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Oh, bud, I heard these guys live once.
How was it?
It was way more like that.
This is awesome!
Give them a concert experience they'll never forget and save on the ticket. Buy 2 boxes of participating Big G cereals like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios, or Lucky Charms for a $10 Ticketmaster Ticket Cash code.
Hey, how about tickets to the game Sunday? Seriously?
Must be 13 years or older. Redeem impact code by 10/27/18. Exclusions apply. Visit Ticketmaster.com/General Mills Cereal for full terms and conditions.
As a small business owner, you make every dollar count. So what could you do with $10? Go to Vistaprint.com today and you'll get 500 high-quality custom business cards for only $9.99. That's less than 2 cents per card. And at Vistaprint, your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. So it's never been easier to turn 500 strangers into connections. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use promo code 4343 at checkout. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 4343.
Welcome to Jimmy John's.
Hi, your new 9-grain wheat sub is so good. How do you make it?
With the highest quality ingredients and love. I mean, we definitely don't sing at lullabies when it's baking. Lullabies are what parents sing to babies.
Right.
And we don't use a baby carrier to carry the warm, fresh 9-grain wheat subs to the cooling racks. I mean, they're not babies. They're for making delicious sandwiches.
Okay, I'll take a turkey tom.
Oh, don't name them. It makes it harder.
Try our new 9-grain wheat sub, Jimmy John's. Wheat yeah, freak yeah.
My heart skips skipping the beat. You're not close enough, so that space between you and me, let's lose it. The way you're dancing, swaying to the music, girl, that body and how you move it. Every time you cross my mind, girl, I lose it.
Alexa, play the Country Heat playlist. Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
My number 2 does not look like a number 2. I don't know what to call it. Is there a number 3?
Table for 4, please. Anything close to the restroom.
A middle seat with these stomach problems? That's my fear of flying.
Sound like you? If it does, you could be one of the many people with a digestive condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Even if you don't know what EPI is, you might know the symptoms: frequent diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain. If you have even just one of these symptoms, you could still have EPI, because not everybody experiences EPI the same way, which is why it's so important to open up to your doctor about all your symptoms. And the good news is, EPI is manageable, so don't keep a lid on it. Go to identifyepi.com, complete the symptom checker, and use it to have a conversation with your doctor. Don't keep a lid on it. Visit identifyepi.com. Brought to you by AbbVie.
As a small business owner, you make every dollar count. So what could you do with $10? Go to Vistaprint.com today and you'll get 500 high-quality custom business cards for only $9.99. That's less than 2 cents per card. And at Vistaprint, your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. So it's never been easier to turn 500 strangers into connections. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use promo code 4343 at checkout. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 4343.
Welcome to Jimmy John's.
Hi, your new 9-grain wheat sub is so good. How do you make it?
With the highest quality ingredients and love. I mean, we definitely don't sing at lullabies when it's baking. Lullabies are what parents sing to babies.
Right.
And we don't use a baby carrier to carry the warm, fresh 9-grain wheat subs to the cooling racks. I mean, they're not babies. They're for making delicious sandwiches.
Okay, I'll take a turkey tom.
Oh, don't name them. It makes it harder.
Try our new 9-grain wheat sub, Jimmy John's. Wheat yeah, freak yeah.
My number 2 does not look like a number 2. I don't know what to call it. Is there a number 3?
Table for 4, please. Anything close to the restroom.
A middle seat with these stomach problems? That's my fear of flying.
Sound like you? If it does, you could be one of the many people with a digestive condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Even if you don't know what EPI is, you might know the symptoms: frequent diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain. If you have even just one of these symptoms, you could still have EPI, because not everybody experiences EPI the same way, which is why it's so important to open up to your doctor about all your symptoms. And the good news is, EPI is manageable. Keep a lid on it. Go to identifyepi.com, complete the symptom checker, and use it to have a conversation with your doctor. Don't keep a lid on it. Visit identifyepi.com. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Credit products are issued by WebBank. Rates and terms vary based on credit history. Offer lasts for 90 days from air date. Amazon is not a sponsor of this promotion. Gift card offer valid only for new customers applying for a personal loan. Other restrictions apply. See website for details.
Medical bills, credit card bills, auto loan bills. Oh no.
Are you stressed trying to get your bills paid each month? Wouldn't it be a huge relief to make